Praise God. I thank God for this opportunity once again. I thank God for the chance that has given me to share this word with you. My name is naturally Sandra, and I remember last time I spoke about measure stroke ways used by people to others, and we read in the book of Ecclesiastes 11 verse 1 to 6, which says, "In the morning sow thy seed, and in the evening withhold not in hand. For thou knowest not whether shall prosper, either this or that, or whatever, or whether they both shall be alike good." Amen. So meaning, if I sow this pen to somebody, I don't know if I may get this pen again, but the reward, it may be in form of a pencil or a book. So that's what it means. We don't know either this or that will be alike, but as we Christians, we have to just sow, believing in God that He's the one who gives back. Amen. In case if you saw something, for instance, money in the church, you go and you give in the basket. Don't believe for money, but just trust in God and say God will bring it back. He may bring in other forms, materials, or the same thing that you have given out. And then today I'm going to preach about light, and the theme is let us be light and shine to the world. Amen. And still you're going to read in the book of Ecclesiastes 11 verse 7 to 8. It says, "Truly the light is sweet and pleasant. Truly the light is sweet and a pleasant thing it is for the eyes to behold the sun." 8. "But for a man live many years and rejoice in them all. Yet let him remember the days of darkness, for they shall be many. All that comes is vanity." Amen. So meaning, but 7, truly the light is sweet. So meaning, what you do to others, and it's a good thing, truly to be sweet, to be seen by your eyes. But if what you're doing to others is bad, meaning your eyes won't be also happy to see the same thing be done to you. For instance, if I steal your pen and then you steal my pen, my eyes won't be good, like won't feel happy, because my eyes will just start crying, because what I did first time, it was to steal your pen, and then you did it back to me. That's why it says in the same measure that you use, it will be measured back to you. So let us always be light in whatever you do. If you do something good, it can be brought back to you, because what you do or what you sow, it can be brought back to you. But you don't know, either it may be that same thing or another thing, but you just believe. We have to believe in God, because He's the God of chances, and He's the God who can do everything. Amen. So let's read in the book of Matthew 5 verse 14 to 16. It says, "You are the light of the world. A city that set on an hill can't be hid." 15. "Neither do men light a candle and put it under a basket or under a basket, but on a candlestick, and it gives light unto all that are in the house." 16. "Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." Amen. Here, verse 14, it says, "You are the light of the world." And how are you supposed to be the light of the world? Your action, your behavior, the decision, the ways how you behave, and even like how you consider other people, it reflects the light. And the Bible is telling us to be the light of the world. In case, for instance, if you go in a family and find them fighting, a husband beating a wife, children beating themselves, you are not supposed to go there and then you be among, by involve yourself, but you are supposed to go and bring peace in that family. That's how you be light to them, because light is seen in different ways. I'm not meaning that you can bring a lamp, you put it in there on that table, and then you allow them to see. No, I'm meaning your character, the action, the behavior, the thing that you do, they are the ones that will reflect the light in you. And the light in you is the Christ who lives in you. The new things that we welcome each and every day, because as we born again, we believe that Christ is born in us each and every day. Each and every day is a new day, meaning that light which is new in you, it's the one which you are supposed to reflect to other people. And it continues and says, a seat that's set on an hill can't be hid. Amen. So, meaning we born again, or we Christians who believed God, who welcomed Jesus Christ to be our personal Savior and Christ, who welcomed Jesus to be our personal Savior in our lives, we are a city which is set on a hill which can't be hidden. Amen. You can't be hidden from anybody. You are supposed to be light. You are supposed to stand each and every day. You are supposed, in case if you slide, you have to come back and be on that hill, because you are supposed to reflect somebody. You are supposed to attract somebody. Amen. Through your ways, the behaviors, through giving, the words that you speak. Sometimes you may not be able to give, also the behaviors, but the way that you speak to somebody, the way how you conduct yourself, students at schools, parents at their homes, mommy and dad, how are they behaving? Are they reflecting the light? Are they reflecting what we are supposed to do? Because they may be, for instance, mom and dad, they may be the fighters each and every day, and each and every day they fight, so they're not reflecting the light in them. But if they don't fight and they settle their issues as people, because they are elders, they are reflecting light in us. Because also the children will start exercising what they are doing. They will start fighting against each other because our parents, it's what they are doing. But as you're a mom and a dad, the thing that you do, for instance, if you're not fighting, if you don't quarrel with your husband, if you don't quarrel with your wife, meaning also the children will get that heart of quarreling to each other. And then in 15 it says, neither do men light a candle and put it under a shell, but on a candlestick, and it gives light unto all that are in the house. Amen. Meaning we born again, we are people, we are the light, we are the candle, where no one can put it under a basket. That's what we can mean, a basket or a bucket, anything. But you are the people where no man can put you under his or her basket, but you are supposed to be on a candlestick to give light unto all men that are in the house. We are not meaning only the people that you live with at home. No, even the area where you go, even in your businesses, even the churches. How are you reflecting the light that lives in you? What are the things that you are doing? What are the works of your life that you are producing? Because if you produce bad things, meaning that candle which is meaning you has a candle who is on the candlestick, also people will learn that from you. But if you reflect light, if you reflect good things in you, meaning thou will be able also to see you shining, and they will be able also to get something from you. And then it says in John 16, and then it says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So 16 says, let your light so shine before men, and they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Meaning the thing that you do, the behavior, how you are, how you act, how you take one another, how you consider another person, it means you are reflecting the good works. And in the question which you have to ask yourself is, are the things that I'm doing reflecting the Father in heaven? Are they bringing people to glorify the Father that I serve? Are they making people to confess, or they're just making people to go back to where they came from? Because sometimes you may be at a point whereby the things that you used to do reflected some people and they came to salvation. But then after you backsliding or changing from being a candle which is on a candlestick, you become a candle which is under the basket, and then somebody will go back and you say, I think no, it doesn't work. But if you are that person who is always on a candlestick, yes, I believe you can't keep yourself on a candlestick, but you, yes, I believe you can't keep yourself to be on a candlestick, but the grace is there to help you to guide you and to mentor you, because he says his grace is sufficient for each and everybody, sufficient for you, sufficient for all pastors, sufficient for all children, sufficient for all those people that confess salvation. Not only those ones, but also the whole world, because he gives his spirit to everybody, to each and one of us, and he gives his grace according to the works we are supposed to do. So meaning the works that you do, even if you are not born again, but the works that you are doing, are they reflecting the religion where you come from? Are they reflecting the God that you serve? If they are not, then sit and ask yourself, amen? So let us also read in the book of Isaiah 60, verse 1 to 3. It says, "Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and the gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." Amen? Yeah. And then verse 3 it says, "And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising." Amen? It says in verse 1, "Arise and shine, for thy light has come." Amen? So meaning the light of God is ever there to be sufficient for you, to help you to reflect the good works of the Father. And the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. Amen. As we born again, or as we Christians who know God, the glory of God is always upon us, but we are the ones, our deeds are the ones which take him away from us. And then verse 2 it says, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and the gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee." Amen. "And his glory shall be upon thee." Meaning his works, his power, his strength, his wisdom, knowledge, understanding, his aggregate, the thing that you desire in life, they shall be upon thee. And the glory of God is being seen in different forms. As we children need God's wisdom, we need excellence, we need his favor, victory, and good friends at school. Amen. So that's the glory of the Lord. And then verse 2 it says, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and the gross darkness upon the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." Amen. If you are willing and obedient, the glory of the Lord is upon you. If you are willing to be a candle that's always on a candlestick, the glory of God is upon thee. The good works, his promises, his blessings, each and every covenant that he made is upon you, if you are willing. Because he says, "The darkness shall cover the earth, and the gross darkness upon the the people. But the glory of the Lord, but the Lord shall arise upon thee," meaning he shall resurrect upon thee, "and his glory shall be seen through upon thee." And his glory shall be seen upon thee. And then verse 3 says, "And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising." Amen. If you are willing to obey the God's voice, to be the light, the candle that sits on the candle that is on a candlestick, the kings, the Gentiles, the kings, all people, all nations will come to see the brightness, to see the glory of the Lord, to see the man of God, to see the good works which the Father gives you. Because the Father is willing to give them to you if you are willing to be that candle that the earth desires for us to be. Yeah. Amen. May God bless you for that word. I love you all.